you've ever opened a virus on your PC, then you know what's coming next. It's the fellas.
Okay, I'm ready now. I'm ready. Sorry about that. They ran the music a bit long. I was fucking around. All right, everything recording?
Yeah, everything's good. Everything's good.
All right, everybody, you're listening to the fellas today with boy Antoine and your boy Ray. Apparently, a movie that's good for the whole family to watch. I wasn't aware of.
Apparently, a whole family that fit in both of our seats.
Yeah, to get this assigned seating bullshit, yet they still see the need to sit in random seats. Go figure. We went to see Child's Play. What would you call it? A reboot?
Yeah, I guess a reboot, a retelling.
A reimagining?
Yeah, I guess.
What's the fucking difference? Reimagining, retelling, reboot. I'll tell you this much for goddamn sure. I never thought any different version of Child's Play would be goofier than the original.
Yeah.
And I absolutely stand corrected. This was the silliest fucking thing I had ever seen. We just spent I have not laughed at any comedy like this, I think all of this year, possibly all of this and last year.
Out loud, too.
Yeah, I don't think I stopped laughing throughout the whole fucking movie.
You know, some people thought we were psychopaths because some of it was just like
that movie
hilarious.
That movie had so much schlock. I was just laughing from beginning to end. The
only thing that bothered me is the doll looked worse than the original.
Yeah, the doll looked creepy as shit. The first Child's Play, I wouldn't want one of those Chucky dolls because clearly you're a sissy because you're playing with dolls. But no, this one, this doll genuinely scared the living shit out of me. Just looking at it like, yeah, that's not going to be in my house.
Yeah.
I'm not getting that for my son.
After the first attempt of this guy just staring at me in bed, I was like, this motherfucker's got to go.
That's your fault for having it in your house. I would not pick that shit up. It looks psychotic.
You know, even putting myself into that universe of what they call Child's Play, this fucking thing is huge, man.
What, the fucking giant doll?
The giant doll was huge. Everything was huge about it. I mean,
well, it's supposed to copy the
size of a child. I know, but damn.
No,
dude.
I'm saying it's supposed to be copying. Fuck, what was that kid?
My Buddy.
That's what it's called. The doll when we were kids, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, My Buddy, which is basically the exact same size.
You know
how that doll made money is fucking beyond me.
You know you're gonna see these fucking dolls sold in stores, right?
Oh yeah. I'll buy you one.
No, don't buy me one, please.
Yeah, so this is a reimagining, or I'm just gonna say a remake.
An update.
No, this is no. All the goofy fucking sequels that came after the original Child's Play, all those made more sense than this shit. It's goofy, like Chucky banging another doll and then having a transgender doll baby from that doll who was pregnant after the Chucky doll banged it. All that shit made more sense than this fucking movie. Well, I shit you not.
Who would you replace for Jennifer Tilly? I mean, she had that super sexy voice.
Aubrey Plaza.
Oh, well, yeah, I guess.
Yeah. So anyway, I'm just gonna go ahead and hit spoilers now because you ain't gonna. You all know what's gonna happen. Most of you guys saw the original Child's Play. The difference with this one is, see, in the original Child's Play, this guy who was like a mass murderer or whatever used voodoo magic to move his soul into that of a doll.
Yeah, because he was gonna be killed for murder or some shit, right?
Yeah, no, he was already shot. The cops were chasing him. And
That's
they
right.
chased him into like the little doll shop, but he put his soul into a doll so that he could live on, just doing shit. In this one, apparently some guy was about to get fired from the sweat house that made the dolls. Why would they show a factory in Vietnam and not China?
I'm thinking because of those tariffs.
No. It's because putting films in China is where the money is.
Oh, that's right.
Then if the Chinese are watching the movie and they're like, you know, some fucking neocons poisoned our American toys, they ain't like that shit. We're very finicky when it comes to keeping the Chinese people happy. That's why in the movie poster for the new Ghostbusters, they took the gorilla chick off because she was so hideous. Also, like the Han Solo movie, took the black guy off. I think Chinese people think black people are angry spirits or something.
Are you serious?
Yeah. If you look up the Chinese poster for Han Solo,
they removed him?
Yeah, Lando Calrissian is not on it.
He's kind of like half the freaking movie.
I wouldn't go that fucking far, but you know, yeah, you take him off the goddamn poster. Chinese don't like him.
Shit.
He smiles too much. Anyway, so there's this guy in the factory in Korea, and his boss comes up and says, "Oh man, you're a piece of shit. Why are you still here? Finish programming that doll and get the fuck out of here because you're a loser. You're a piece of shit." I'm like, yeah, if you're shitting on the guy and you're getting ready to fire him right now, why would you tell him to finish working on a piece of product and then he can go fuck off?
Why is he still capable of programming the
just,
fucking dolls? Shouldn't the
just
chips
that.
be
It's like
freaking
he's gonna,
sent there pre-programmed?
Well, yeah, but my whole thing, well, yeah, that's another goofy fucking thing. They're making all the dolls by hand, which makes no sense.
Yeah, and all the parameters.
Yeah, you know what, before I, because no one's gonna know what we're talking about. This new Chucky, this is sort of a thing where like your Amazon has all these apps or your Google Home, all that stuff. Everything's connected. Well, the same company, let's just say for instance, Amazon is making the doll, and the doll is programmed to interact with all your shit and have voice recognition and record everything and play it on your Amazon app that's on the phone and your Amazon TV.
Yeah.
And this and that with everything. And they show like the little My Buddy commercial or whatever. And the commercial's hilarious, by the way, because the doll looks fucking demonic as shit.
Yes, it does look demonic.
Every step of the way with the commercial, all I would see is just another reason why I would never ever buy this shit for my kid. And it's like, oh yeah, it talks to the kid and it's got AI so it can learn and it controls all your devices and it's always recording everything. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm not putting that in my house. A device that can control everything in my house is in the hands of a child. And then on top of that, it's constantly recording shit and uploading it to some sort of a server off-site. No.
So all the child abuse and all the
banging, the me cheating on my wife, all that shit's up in the cloud somewhere.
Yeah.
All it takes is for the right person to find it.
That's fucking awful, dude.
No, I'm not bringing this shit in my house. It's fucking ridiculous. I was watching that and I'm like, man, who the fuck would buy this shit? No parent's gonna be like, I'm bringing this shit in my house. Get the fuck out of here.
Apparently,
it's gonna control the TV, and apparently he can control fucking cars because they have these self-driving cars that the company uses. The fucking dog can do everything. You can control anything dealing with the company. It's fucking ridiculous. So here's where I say this whole thing is way more ridiculous than the first one. So this guy's a disgruntled worker. So he's like, okay, I'm gonna just fuck up this doll. Then, you know, because fuck this guy.
Yeah.
So they go in there, and it's bringing up parameters like, should the doll be able to curse? Yes or no? And he puts like, yes. Should the doll be violent? Yes. Should the doll be able to wield weapons? Yes. You know, and I'm like, and all I'm thinking is, why the fuck is this an option?
Why is it in English?
Not just that. Why is there the option for it to be violent? I have to remember to put no. That this thing, you know, would you like it to murder children? No. Why the fuck is that?
Why is it even there?
Hey Ray, I'm gonna sell you this car, but you have to let it know. Let me just check off some things before I get you this car. Would you like the brakes to actually work?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna check that off. All right. Would you like for the steering to randomly stop functioning?
No.
All right. Put that down there. Would you like for the car to spontaneously burst into flames?
No.
All right, let me go ahead and check that off. And then at some point you'd be like, so wait, you built the car with it being able to do this as an option? It's like, what the so I'm looking at like, why in the fuck would the doll have these options?
We were like, what the
I was like, what the fuck is going on? Because I sat there just laughing like, get the fuck out of here. So
the guy throws himself out of the window because he just couldn't take the
reasons.
bullying. Yeah, the bullying of this boss.
The bullying, he was already leaving the job. The boss wouldn't be able to fuck with him no more.
He's like,
that's why I was like, man, the first one made more sense. Also, with the first one, as we used to always say, it's bullshit that this small fucking doll is manhandling all these people. Well,
yeah.
In the first one, that makes sense. Because in the first one, the man's soul gets turned into the doll, but he's still in there. That doll is as strong as he is in the first one. That's the main thing. In this one, no, it's like, they didn't do anything to the doll's strength. They just turned off all the firewalls. So you built this doll to be strong enough to lift the fucking car?
Yeah, I know.
Because it's tossing people all over the fucking place, man.
It's got the ability to lunge. I don't
fucking break locks with its bare hands.
I know, it's fucking ridiculous, dude. It's fucking ridiculous.
In this one, the doll's just fucking strong. I guess it was built to be able to lift fucking cars and throw people across rooms and shit. I don't get it.
You told me the PSI strength of the doll.
Yeah, it's like
should be maxed out.
Yeah, it's like a 5-ton PSI or something. It's like a fucking crane. The goddamn doll can do anything, so it's kind of ridiculous. It's definitely not helped with fucking Mark Hamill's voice. You can't take shit serious about this doll with it having Mark Hamill's voice. Which, by the way, they look at the fucking movie poster. They plastered his name all over this shit. The only people they mention is fucking Aubrey Plaza and Mark Hamill. That's like the only star power in here.
Yeah, I mean,
and all Mark Hamill's doing is playing a fucking voice.
Are you my best friend?
Yeah, and that really got old real quick. The way he was acting with the doll was...
Are you my best friend? And
yeah, that shit got old real quick.
Are we having fun yet? I mean, it was very, like, non-Joker voice version of Mark Hamill. It was just very...
I think Mark Hamill was trying too hard to make the doll sound like
kid-friendly.
Someone who's kid-friendly going evil. I would have preferred it if it sounded like a very... I wouldn't have it sounding robotic, but it would definitely sound like an AI with pre-programmed speeches just saying weird shit.
Was it Danny DeVito's did the original voice?
Yeah, I believe so. I believe Danny
it sounded
DeVito.
like him. If it wasn't, I can't remember if it was really him or not.
Well, it definitely sounded like Danny DeVito. But, like in the original one, all the funny shit was just, Chucky's doing. Because it's kind of like, hey, you want to be my friend? And then someone walks around the corner, you fucking bitch! Suck my cock, you fucking dyke! Yeah, that's the type of shit. And it's funny seeing his little doll just sound like a grown-ass man. Oh, you fucking whore!
Yeah,
it's fucking funny. That was the original one. But this one is...
he's evolving.
Sounds annoying.
Yeah, he's evolving through the eyes of a child, so he's progressively doing wrong things. Well, he sees things and interprets it wrong.
The wrong things. Its motivation was getting on my nerves because it basically wants to kill anyone that considers the boy a friend, because Chucky is supposed to be his only friend.
Or threatens him.
Like, for instance, a very funny scene. There was when he first comes in and the kid points to the cat. He says, "Oh, that's Donovan, our cat. He's an asshole." And Chucky looks, "He's an asshole." And like, "Oh, it's so funny." And the chick sitting next to me, she was like, "Oh, I hope nothing happens to the cat." And
oh, are you serious?
Yeah. I said, the moment that kid said that cat's an asshole,
that cat's dead.
I knew he was gonna kill that fucking cat, which was very funny because the fucking doll actually literally tries to strangle the fucking cat with his bare hands. And of course you can't show a real cat being strangled, so it was kind of a mashup of like a hand puppet and some other shit. It was hilarity was the outcome. Him strangling the cat was funny as shit.
I think we were laughing out loud on
Dude,
a lot of these
I was
scenes.
About to piss myself with him strangling the cat. That was funny as shit. The kid's mom has this guy as her boyfriend, and
she's a hot mom though. No, I mean I'd be all over it. She's always got that slutty look. I like
but even with the slutty look, she clearly looks like an alcoholic.
Yeah, she looks like she knows what she's doing in the sack too.
What, vomiting all over your dick?
Oh well, not that.
Yeah, she looks like a fucking alcoholic.
Okay.
I'll get to that anyway. In this movie, by the way, she looks way too fucking young to have this 13-year-old kid.
They did the math. They said that she had him at 16. So
you say so. I'm thinking more 14, but whatever. We'll go with that. So her boyfriend, her son hates her boyfriend because, of course, he's fucking plowing his mom. Of course he's going to hate him.
Andy, Chucky do some practical jokes on him,
I was wondering why he would have had to work that hard. Just having the doll sitting there looking at me would be scaring the shit out of me.
When he found him in the bathroom and Shane pissed all over himself, that was funny as fuck.
Funny. That was... Because if I were going in the bathroom drunk to take a piss, and I just see the doll, like the piss went up, and I think some of it got in his mouth, dude.
That's fucking horrific.
That was
dude.
epic. That was epic.
How does that happen if you don't have an erection, though?
No, it's actually easier. If you're pissing and you're holding it, and you see something, and your first instinct is to yank your hand up, but you forgot to let go of your dick first, you're going to whip it straight up, and the piss is going to kind of go like in a whiplash motion, like what you would do with a water hose.
Yeah.
And you're going to propel the water upward.
You're telling me like you know about this from experience?
Yeah.
Okay.
Were you expecting me not to mention that? Yeah,
No, yeah.
I did that before. No, there's a time where he pissed himself, but he works way too hard to be a dick. The boyfriend, this guy supposed to be named Shane, played by David Lewis, and he works way too hard at just being an absolute dick, to the point kids like, man, I hate this guy. So he wants to literally take the kid outside and fist fight him.
Yeah, pretty much. He takes him to his room and pushes him down on his bed. You better respect me. You got to tell me.
You got something to say to me? You say it to my face. And
be a man.
You're talking to a child, right? You're talking to a 10-year-old little boy, and you're getting in my face telling me to talk to you like a man. What the fuck is the matter with you, So he storms out, and of course you end up finding out that he goes home to his real family, and they want him to take the Christmas lights down.
Yeah.
So he's up on the house, and
this is the best, man.
How high up do you think it was for him to get to the awning?
No, I'm about 7 feet.
Okay, so he's on a ladder 7 feet.
Yeah, it's a 2-story house, but it's not. The stories are kind of standard, so
yeah,
he didn't have no 18-foot ladder.
Yeah, he's up there on the awning, taking down the Christmas lights. Chucky does something, and he falls off the ladder. And man, I lost my shit. This dude falls off the ladder, lands on his feet. Now you're falling 7 feet, and you land on your feet.
Your knees would bend. Your knees
are gonna bend, and you're gonna be like, when you hit the ground, my fucking ankles. God damn, that hurt my ankles. That's what you're gonna think.
Yeah.
This motherfucker falls, lands on his feet, and both of his shins fucking splinter, man. Well, the bones break out of the skin, and I lost my shit.
How does that happen, dude? Was he falling with his knees locked? Because your body automatically releases tension.
Or maybe he was the original Mr. Glass, and then the black Mr. Glass was like his illegitimate child or something. I don't know, but that dude's got some brittle ass bones, man.
You have to understand, the visual is his feet go down and the bones poke out on the outside. So the bones just rupture.
He hits the ground, boom, and his phone lands a couple feet away from him. And then I'm going to assume, here's a ridiculous thing. There is a watermelon patch in their backyard.
Yeah.
They've got, what is that, a wood chipper? A moving wood chipper?
Yeah, and it's on. Oh, well,
no,
Chucky
turns it on. Wood chipper. I think it's a soil mulcher or some shit. Yeah. Chucky turns it on remotely, so I guess it's an Amazon wood chipper, I guess. And it gets wrapped up with the Christmas lights, which is around the guy,
and he's trying to crawl.
And the guy is not strong enough to crawl away from this thing because he's wrapped in the Christmas lights, and because the thing is also wrapping the Christmas lights to go forward. I guess it's stronger than his entire upper torso, for whatever the fuck sense that makes. And also, for some reason, he can't just roll away. I know his legs hurt, but he can't do that either. The wood mulcher starts grinding up, and then Chucky comes out of nowhere. This is for Tupac, motherfucker, and stabs him in the chest. That's actually a line. Yeah, Chucky stabs him in the chest a bunch of times.
Well, he actually stopped the wood chipper or the mulcher right before he gets with his hand.
And then Chucky stabbed him in the heart, and he let the wood chipper go, and it hacked him up. Chucky thinks this is what the boy wanted, and he wants to make the boy happy. So he cuts the guy's face off, nails it to a watermelon, and leaves it in the kid's room. So
how did Chucky get home?
I cannot tell you that.
How does he know where? Well, I guess he has GPS, but
I guess internet. How'd Chucky get home? Internet. How do you know where he lives? Internet. But what about internet? So you had a couple interesting kills, and there's the creepy maintenance guy who gets his crotch. He gets literally cut down the ass crack with a table saw. It's like once Chucky starts running around cutting his legs, and he jumps up to stand on top of the table saw, and I'm like, man, what the fuck are you doing?
Yo, don't you have other options, dude?
Yeah, even I'm not gonna jump up on top of a fucking table saw.
You know he could have done? He could have left the fucking room.
Yeah, he could have did that too. I mean, there's a lot of interesting and very unnecessary kills, and it all culminates in the end, the coup de grace, when the guy, we're releasing the version 2 now. and you see all these newer versions of Chucky, including one that's like a wolf man.
Yeah, it looks like a wolf man.
Yeah, it's like all covered in fur and shit. And I'm like, dude, it looks freakier.
Who would buy that shit,
It looks freakier than the fucking first one, man. This is retarded. Who would buy this shit? Who would get this for their fucking kids? And if people are there for the midnight release, and I can see immediately, okay, yeah, Chucky's gonna turn all these things on and have him killing people. And that's what happens. And it is an absolute glorious mess. It is a hideous glory, I think is the term for it, because there's this guy who dresses up in the My Buddy costume and wears a giant My Buddy hat, and it's a huge mask. It's a giant My Buddy helmet on him, so you can't see his face. And Chucky somehow goes up under the mask and stabs him in the side of the neck, so he's stumbling around. The kids are like, yay, it's My Buddy guy. And I'm sitting there laughing, and he falls to his knees in front of this little girl, and she's like, oh, he's gonna give me a hug. And she gets close to get a hug, and he takes the helmet off, and it's like a minute and a half of the blood from his neck gushing all over her face. And I was just, man, you could hear me from the back row all the way to the front.
Yeah,
of the
it was just us two laughing because some people were like,
the whole thing was fucking ridiculous. It was fucking ridiculous. You know, Chucky beating up his mom and tying her up to use as a hostage to get the kid there. And then at the last minute, Chucky jumps at the kid, but the cop shoots him out of midair at the last minute. This cop, who, by the way, got his throat cut open, is
by
still
a
alive.
drone. By a
drone with razor blades on the propellers. This is the clown world lunacy that I'm talking about.
This scene takes place in a Z-Mart, which looks like a fucking like
Family Dollar.
Family Dollar.
Yeah,
the lighting's depressing.
Yeah, they're talking about how expensive this doll is, and it's located in what looks like a fucking Family Dollar. And how the fuck is it the mom, Ashley Plaza, just works in like customer service behind the counter, but she can afford this awesome ass 2-bedroom apartment? I'm like, how much fucking money is she making? That's a nice fucking apartment, man.
Apparently, it's not nice enough where she can't afford the fucking doll in the first place.
Yeah, that was weird. Oh, the doll costs too much money, but I can afford this nice-ass apartment. Like, all right, I guess. They're just looking for a reason to have them.
You know, at the very beginning, when you actually got to see the customer service and the doll in person, I think a black dude came in to try to return it.
Oh, yeah. Nobody told me this thing's a fucking ginger. I'm like, dude, that's the least of your worries. Look at that goofy, frightening shit.
Oh my god, dude.
This is a fucking bucket of laughs, this movie. A fucking bucket of laughs.
You know, I was expecting to cringe, and it was far from it. From it.
Well, I did cringe many times, but each cringe...
It wasn't violence cringe.
No. Whatever reason for the cringe, each cringe was usually followed by a snort and a big stomach full of laughter out of me. So I'll take it. Cringe like that any day of the week, that's fine. Because this shit was fucking hilarious. I fucking loved it.
I mean, there's really not much to go off of besides the kids. Most of the kid actors did a somewhat okay job.
You're being way too generous. Those were the most unkid-like kids I've ever seen.
I don't think kids would be watching anything that wasn't digital, like fucking, Chainsaw 2? What kids would be watching Chainsaw 2?
Yeah, they'd be like, this old shit, man, I ain't watching this dumb shit.
If it ain't got The Rock, I ain't watching it.
Yeah, kids these days don't know what horror movies are, because horror movies had the balls cut off them, so... I mean, like I said, this is fucking child's play, and the fucking woman in the theater with us who took our seat had like fucking 12 kids there.
Yeah, they had like
fucking
4
children.
kids in each chair.
Yeah. All of them under 10. So, yeah, there's no such thing as scary movies anymore. So, you want to rate this?
Yeah, let's rate this.
All right, well, I will tell you this much. I genuinely did enjoy this. It is a million times goofier than the original Child's Play. And the original Child's Play was a goofy fucking mess. It was just goofy and silly as hell. But, man, people will say, oh, it was a bad horror movie because it wasn't scary. I laughed my ass off, dude, and that's worth its weight in gold. So, what I'm going to do, I could never in good conscience give this a full price, because even though I enjoyed the shit out of myself, I really feel I should not have... This is not worth leaving home
You didn't go to horror flick to expect a comedy.
Right. But I'm saying I'm saying it's really not worth leaving your home to go see, and it's also not worth seeing sober. But if you do put both of those together, especially if you got some friends with you, you have something that's definitely good to watch in a group setting with a buzz on in the comfort of your own house. Drunk, high, maybe both, whatever works. So what I'll do is I'll give it a matinee. I'll give it a low. I'll give it a low matinee. It was. I don't regret having seen it. I do kind of regret having had to leave my house and pay, but whatever. I still enjoyed it. I'm gonna give it a low matinee.
I'm gonna say this is the highlight of my weekend.
God damn, son.
My weekend's been pretty shit already. I laughed a lot more than I expected to.
Then you should have.
There's no way I was walking in there to fucking seeing how ridiculous, and you know, it was a smart campy. I would call it smart campy because if it's campy, it seems like tack. And
well, it was.
I know it's campy, but the thing is, to me, campy is like so beyond stupid, but not smart.
I think what you're saying, the problem with campy is it's too predictable.
Yes,
it's supposed to be scary, so it's going to be campy scary.
This wasn't.
This is supposed to be it's supposed to be scary, but this was campy comedy.
Yeah.
Even though they still intended for it to be scary, it honestly felt like even they realized, like, man, come on, dude, let's be real. You're not gonna be scared of this shit. This is ridiculous. So let's really ramp it up. I mean, for fuck's sake, they had a little police car, an automated police car thing, a toy. It says, "Come with me," or
the RoboCop line.
What was it?
Come with me if you. No, that's Terminator. Fucking
Dead or Alive.
Die if you're coming with me.
Dead or Alive, you're coming with me. And the thing is, RoboCop was a movie that's made from Orion Studios, and this was made from Orion Studios. So they were kind of doing a shout out to RoboCop, which I thought
was pretty nice.
That's campy as shit, but whatever, it's funny.
I'll take it. Yeah, so I'm gonna give this a matinee as well. I mean, it was fun. I mean, it's one of those movies where, you do need a group of friends and to watch it and to laugh. Because even then, towards the very end, when things are starting to get really ridiculous, Chucky apparently had control over the freaking security system as well for the store.
Yeah, he has control over the store's fucking security. Like, wait, Amazon is using their security system now? God damn, Amazon has autopiloted cars. It's killing people with cars and shit. Amazon all over the world. It made no sense. It made no sense. But who cares? I snorted. I LOL'd. I'll take it. That's fine.
I'll take it too. All right, guys, don't forget to visit us on our website at g2ta.net and gottatalkabout.com, and don't forget to subscribe on our YouTube page and Patreon. All right, guys. Where's the fucking music? Where's this fucking music? You know what movie we should watch when we get a chance? If we could freaking find it in the theaters? That Brightburn, man.
Man, we're really gonna have to search for that shit.
Yeah, I mean, that shit's... It came and went in the theater.
Yeah, we'll find it. We'll find it. That should have been a little bit better, but I'm actually